organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Thanks for tuning in to your Tuesday edition of Daily Iowan TV, your television news, sports, and weather source for the Daily Iowan. I'm Kylie Siebert, here to give you a quick update on what's been going on in Iowa City. The Iowa City School Board met tonight to discuss the boundaries of the new elementary school in more detail. Since the proposal of the boundaries for Borlaug Elementary, parents have expressed concerns. Some parents and faculty claim with around 150 students being redistricted to the new elementary school, it will have a negative effect on transportation and put a burden on low-income families. The boundaries have not yet been voted on, and the board plans to discuss it in more detail before making any decisions. For more information on what was discussed at Tuesday's meeting, check out tomorrow's pages of the Daily Iowan. And college students are often a target for scams, and recently some students in Iowa City have experienced the costly nightmare. Daily Iowan TV's Angeline C. will show you what one international student went through.
With a huge number of students flowing into Iowa City, the rental market is growing bigger than before. Scammers see this as an advantage. They're posting false ads which require renters to pay deposit to secure the house. Students that have no knowledge of this, such as international students, are the primary victims. I found one international student that has been scammed. He accepted the interview, but he did not want to show his identity.
After a few times email, she told me that her boss in US will send me a check together with a flight ticket, and I need to send the rest of money through Western Union after I received the deposit for the rental.
Scammers emailed the student back and forth to convince the student that he was really interested in helping the students. Scammers sent checks with the amount of $2,600 to the students to help with the deposit and the plane tickets. The student deposited the money to his bank and withdrew $1,800 on the next day. 2 days later, he found out from his bank that the check was bad. He ended up paying $1,800 with his own money back to his bank.
There's lots of different types of scams, but yeah, we've received lots of different reports of fraud, is what we'd call it, in many different realms, whether through apartment leases or purchasing items off the internet, things like that.
Scams and frauds are really hard to track down by the police.
Many of these frauds come from overseas. They are very hard to track down. They are very hard to go overseas and investigate, and we don't go overseas to investigate crimes that aren't on a very serious level.
So, if it seems too good to be true, make sure to double check the people that you are renting from so you don't get scammed. Angeline C., Daily Iowan TV.
And for more information on protecting yourself from fraud or scams, visit the website at the bottom of your screen or call the Western Union's hotline at 1-800-448-1492. And today is Flag Day, a day set aside on June 14th, 1885 to honor the American flag. Events in honor of Flag Day took place around Iowa City on Tuesday evening. People gathered outside St. Patrick Catholic Church to dedicate a flag and flagpole and honor veterans. Father Mike Phillips blessed the flag during the ceremony, and Caroline Worley, who donated the flag, talked to Daily Iowan TV's Allie Johnston about why it is so important to commemorate this day.
Well, after my husband passed away, my two granddaughters and daughters and I decided that would be a good memorial for Jim.
And the flag dedicated at that ceremony was in honor of Worley's husband, who passed away 2 years ago. And now Daily Iowan reporter Jan Stewart joins us in the studio to talk about an exciting program going on in Iowa City this summer. Jan?
Thanks, Kylie. Yesterday was the first day of the Neighborhood Centers of Johnson County's Summer Meals program. They're providing free meals at 5 areas around the community. I spoke with the program director, and she said that the main goal is to make sure that every kid in the community is able to get one good, healthy meal every day during the summer. They're free for any kid under the age of 18, and all you have to do is stop by at noon at one of their 5 locations in the city. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Jan. And to read more about the Summer Meals program, check out tomorrow's pages of the Daily Iowan. And 2 Iowa Hawkeye football players were named preseason All-American by Athlon Sports Tuesday. Junior offensive lineman Riley Reef was named to 3rd team and senior cornerback Sean Prater to the 2nd team. They were not only named preseason All-Americans, but also honored as preseason 1st team All-Big Ten selections. Athlon Sports is not the first to honor this pair of Hawkeyes, though. Prater has also been named preseason 2nd team All-American by Lindy's 2011 Big Ten Football magazine and 1st team All-Big Ten by Phil Steele. And in other Hawkeye football news, it was announced today that former University of Iowa offensive lineman Josh Keppel has been selected to play on the 2011 U.S. men's national team for football. The team is made up of Keppel and 38 other college football standouts. They will compete in the 4th International Federation of American Football Senior World Championship, which will be held July 8th through the 16th in Austria. Keppel is one of just 2 Big Ten athletes to be selected to the team, and the U.S. opens the tournament on July 8th against Australia at 8 a.m. Central Time. And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get a sneak peek into Friday's pages of the Daily Iowan. Read about what Johnson County is doing with a $10.5 million grant they were awarded to work on preventing underage drinking, and see how companies raising rent prices is forcing some businesses to relocate further from downtown. And before I leave you, let's take one last look at your local weather forecast for Wednesday. You can expect a high of 76 degrees with a low of 60 degrees and a 50% chance of showers. And here's a look at the rest of the week. Towards the end of the week, we will see highs in the low 80s and lows in the upper 60s, with chances of thunderstorms continuing throughout the week. And for the beginning of next week, you will see warmer temperatures with highs in the upper 80s. And that's all the time we have for your Tuesday edition of Daily Iowan TV. You can tune in at the same time Wednesday or check us out online at dailyiowan.com. And for Daily Iowan TV, I'm Kylie Siebert.